Hey family, Dad here. Hope you're having a great day. On this video, just wanted to talk about jobs. I'm in healthcare sales. I've been doing it for over 20 years now. And one thing I've noticed just recently, I've been getting a lot of emails from recruiters regarding sales roles in healthcare. And I just wanted to share what that looks like, and maybe that's an avenue that you want to explore if you're looking for a new role, if you're in between jobs, or you're looking for a fresh start. Now, I've shared previously, I've been in healthcare sales for over 20 years. I enjoy it. One of the main reasons why I left my very first job out of college, I did it for almost 7 years. The big thing was I was going through a divorce. A lot of things were changing. So I had two kids at the time, 3 and 1, or 2 and almost 1. The biggest challenge was going to be I would have to be prepared and taking care of the kids about half the time. And with my current role, I was working like 50, 60 hours a week. It wasn't fulfilling at all, but it helped pay the bills. And at that point, I realized I'm going to have to look for something different. I want to be around for my kids. And I really had no family around to help me support, watch them while I was working. So during this time, and this was really right around 2006, a few of my colleagues that I was friends with made the move from where we were at to healthcare sales, pharmaceutical sales. A couple months later, I would just kind of call them, talk to them, and hear them out just to see what it looks like in that career field. And they were both, actually, not both, maybe even 2 to 3, 4 of them, they were so ecstatic. They really enjoyed the work-life balance was the big thing. They went working from 50 to 60 hours a week down to, regular 9 to 5 working hours. And that was really appealing to me just due to my circumstances. And ever since then, I made the move back in May of 2006. I've been here in this industry ever since, with a little gap in tech and other sales, but I always came back because I was good at it and mainly I enjoy it. Now, obviously, it's a sales role. When I came out of college, I went directly into sales. So if it's those folks out there that are looking for sales roles, something different, something unique, maybe take a look at it. And maybe take a look at it now in healthcare pharma sales, mainly because I've gotten a lot of emails from recruiters through LinkedIn, through my personal email, asking if I'm looking for another opportunity. Just like any other industry, there's always peaks and valleys of when they're hiring or not. But right now, the current state of the economy, the work job market, I'm pretty surprised that my industry, I'm getting a lot of emails inquiring about, looking to make a career move. I did notice as well in our industry, in the healthcare sales, pharma sales, is that there's a lot of startups that are coming out with approved products, and they want to launch a new product and they want to build a sales force to start talking to providers, physicians about the product. I mean, within the last probably month and a half, I've gotten anywhere from like 6 to 10 emails inquiring about opportunities. Now, some of them are not startups. They're probably trying to backfill some of those roles. But some of them are startup companies, and I did a little research on it. Yeah, they're looking to build a new team. They reached out to me about the opportunity in making the move. But I've shared previously, I'm in a good spot. I enjoy what I'm doing right now. I am successful right now, and I got good support from my leadership. As of today, I am not looking. I'm not interested, unless it's a very, very unique opportunity that comes across. Now, a couple things I want to highlight is just, these are sales roles. If you have a history in sales, if you have a background in sales, and you're in a different kind of industry or vertical, you may want to look into it. I've known managers that have hired outside of the industry with no healthcare sales experience. As long as you have that grit, as long as you have that sales experience, you know how to close the deal, they'll be open to you. It is very work-life balance friendly, at least in my eyes. Once you start doing it more and more and more, you know how to essentially manage your time, just like any other job. Once you're in the industry, give yourself maybe 6 to 9 months just to understand the business, learn how to manage your time. After that, it'll be smooth sailing. I think, the benefits as well are pretty good with this industry. Typically, at least my experience, health insurance is great, PTO is great. I've had a couple companies that had unlimited PTO. As far as 401k, some of them are pretty average, and then some of them are pretty good. I have currently with my company, they match 6%, and then at the end of the year, they match an additional 4% on top of what you're doing right now. As long as you contribute 6%, they'll match up to 10% at the end of the year towards your 401k. That's pretty good. I don't know too many companies that do that. I mean, there are some out there, but at least in my experience with all the jobs I've had, this is by far probably one of the better ones. And I think lastly, what this industry looks like. So I know with tech, the emergence of AI, that's eliminating a lot of jobs, not only in tech, but other sectors as well. What I would say, at least in healthcare, pharmaceutical sales, this is going to be a strong industry. I don't think this is going to die. I think they need people. With the emergence of new companies coming out with new products, they're going to need salespeople to come and talk to the customers. I don't think this industry is going to die. I think medications are really, really important for a lot of people in this country that really need it. But I do believe that, at the end of the day, people really want the magic pill. This industry is not going to shrink up and shrivel up. There's always going to be peaks and valleys. I've been laid off 4 times, 3 of them in healthcare sales. But I was fortunate that I've been able to find another job within 3 months. So if you're looking to make the move and you're open-minded and you do have a sales background, or even if you have like a tech background and you've been talking with customers and you want to get out of tech, maybe look in healthcare sales, see what the opportunities are. So tell me your thoughts. What's your job situation like? Are you looking? Comment, like, subscribe. I would definitely appreciate it. So that's all I got. I'll see you all at the next video.